Good morning, we are live. Welcome to the Brother this morning. Sorry I'm late. I've been dealing with some stuff lately. This probably ain't going to be as long as it should be today because I've still got some stuff to sort out for today, so I'm not going to be too quick. But let us know what you're actually looking at in the markets, whether you've got your eye on anything. I'm just looking at this buy now that I'm in. This is Euro. It was Euro USD. It was Euro USD earlier. This is AU USD, and I'm going to buy. The bot's looking to sell, but that's only for a scalp. So I thought I'd get into a quick buy. Bit distracted this morning, as you can probably see. Just need to get some stuff sorted that was going on from over the weekend. Family members and everything, so you know how that is. So let us do, real quick, if you've got anything you want me to look at the minute. I was trading gold all night. I just got the nice little push up through Asia. I thought it was quiet. It's been on quite a sell recently, but there was a nice little push up during Asia this morning. Which was this leg here. Which I'll make big enough so you can see on screen. So I got in here. I've rode this most of the way up, and I took profits. I actually took profits round about here when I saw this coming back. So I caught this. It was alright. I just thought it was going to come back, and I know I've got some things to do. So again, sorry for being slightly distracted. And I should really still be in it. So that's what I've been doing this morning. Looking at NAS pushing up. I haven't looked at NAS since I placed these. So if I stretch these back out, it's coming up here again to this resistance zone. I don't know whether it's going to actually push through this time, or whether it's just going to reject like it did these previous other times. It tried having a little push through at the top here. I think this was yesterday. Tried having a little push through, came back, tried again, came back, tried again, but we was creating lower highs and lower lows, and then it just gave up and came all the way back, pushed through this lower support area. I thought that it might have took this the beginning of the push, which created a support area, but it didn't. It bounced almost, came back up, tried again, came straight through this support to the second support, tested the entry again from this opposing leg that was coming up, and it's trying it one more time. So, well, I say one more time, who knows? This could be the one more time, or this could be just another rejection on the NAS. So let me know if anyone's looking at the NAS to whether they think that this is actually going to push through, or whether it's going to reject again, and whether they know any reasons why it would reject and it wouldn't carry on going up now. EMA separation has been quite well. It's stayed above the 50. So we've got the 10 and the 20 that are actually separating quite well. That's the NAS. It was bank holiday yesterday, so there wasn't much action. And there doesn't seem to be much action on GBP, JPY. This was Euro USD. Sell. I was in a sell for quite a while. So I've set these up in different ways to catch different moves. I'll probably explain them during the week. But for today, this is USD JPY. It's been going a little bit odd. It's had a flat period. It's bottom resistance. I thought that it might actually break this or even touch this, but it didn't come nowhere near. Came back, rejected it totally, broke straight through it. We're creeping our way back up, but very slowly. So it's been very, very, very flat on USD JPY. Let's go to oil. Oil's been on a decline for a little while. I say a little while, it really has only been a little while. Still sandwiched between resistance and support. And our weekly band, which is bouncing off our weekly band resistance area, which isn't doing too bad, but it seems to be breaking through now. So what I would probably be looking at is a nice break below here, if it did actually break and go down further. And it would probably now be on its way down to hopefully test this area here. If it does, I'll definitely be in a sell on the way down, which I should already be in at the minute if this is the continuation of that sell. Gold we looked at. That was a nice little leg this morning. Hence again being absolutely tired through trading it. So it's been on a decline since back here, testing these support areas, which it's done many times. Came back up to the weekly area, or at least almost up to the weekly area, and started resisting again. I don't know whether this is actually going to hold or whether it's actually going to break through. If oil's on its way down, I reckon gold's on its way up. So it could come back, retest this band to these highs where it's tried popping through before. Came back up on this leg. So it's tried a couple of times. This is on the minute time frame. So it's tried a couple of times on here. I always lose my mouse when it's like this. So I reckon we might bounce between this area and this area for a little while. Or it could even stay flat and bounce between here and here. But if it breaks one of them, we'll either be going further up for another push, or we'll actually be coming back down to test a lower area of support. I don't think that it would be this lower area of support, which would be good, because if this actually flipped and I got in and it actually came back to test this lower area, which is the daily resistance that I got on a higher time frame. Let's see if it's the daily or the weekly. I think that's a daily. This is a weekly one. I didn't actually. I kind of rushed that one when I was doing gold, when I was setting it up. It was only for a. It was only for a quick buy. So yeah, Euros USD. No, it's not. I've got Euro USD on my man. That was actually a good trade. This is US 500. It's actually pushed through. It's been in this area for quite a while. So it's pushed through, it's come up. Again, it's testing another couple of weekly areas, which I reckon it may actually bounce and come back and keep testing it for a while until maybe New York session. New York session might actually get more of a little bit of a volume and we might actually break up. As you can see, it's kind of been indecisive with the bands. It's going red, green, red in. So it's been like, it's not been constant. It's not been a constant rise. It's kind of been a bit choppy on its way up. UK 100. That's actually fell through. Nice daily gap there. Don't know whether that's actually going to fill it this week or not, or it's just going to continue coming down. We might actually come back and test this before it does. All depends on what happens with the news to whether it's actually gonna do it or not. So we could actually come back. We're pretty much already there. Let's catch up on news and find out what's actually going on. I don't normally trade in the news, but I don't normally use the news for actual trading. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to get yourself in the Discord. The link is in the description below. Like I said yesterday, things are going to be changing in the Discord with the things that will be going on this summer. So I can't really wait for that. Again, sorry for being distracted this morning, but I have got my coffee. Out of everything that's going on, I've still got my coffee. So if there's anyone in this morning, let us know what you're looking at. Let us know what you're expected to happen in the market. This is what I've got going on at the minute. I thought I'd counter trade what the robot wants to do, but it looks like it's got the idea a little bit better than me. I thought this leg might have even just pushed up just a little bit more before actually turning around and coming back down and testing any support area. But it looks like it's just about to, so I might get out of that. We'll give it 5 more minutes and see what happens. And that's about it. I did have some on the NAS, that was it. Whether I was going to actually enter on this or not. Let me just go up a little bit higher on time frame. We are actually rejecting, but yet we're still above the EMAs. This does look like it actually could come down. So if we get a break of the EMA, you may see me enter into a little sell. It's probably not confirmed because the EMAs aren't actually turned yet. It's a bit early to get in. Hasn't actually confirmed that it's actually rejecting. Would be better on an higher time frame. So if it rejects again, we've created another lower high, and I would expect it to this time maybe come back down here, creating another lower low. Or it could surprise us all, bounce off this support area and then take off. But that's if it actually gives us an indication that it's actually going to reject from this area yet again. The gap's not so bad if it did it. It's about 114 pips. That's pretty much the market this morning. So again, London Open is not really giving much of an opportunity. There could be one here. It'd be nice to actually get these above this high here, to know that I was either going to come back and test it from the other side and then actually bounce and go further up. So a little bit of an indication might come a little bit later on, may come soon. JBY still not really doing anything, still consolidating after the drop that we had on Friday. No, Thursday. That's Friday. This is the weekend, Monday and today. So we could actually still come up. We could actually get somewhere here. We have tried coming up and getting there, but we're not. We're on a, some might call that a descending triangle, ascending triangle. Let's call it a mess. But it could come back up and have another go. Higher time frames. We are in an up leg. It's just a decision whether it's actually going to finally come back down and test another area of support before going straight up. That's if it don't break it and comes back down to test another area of support. So really got to wait for confirmation to actually see whether it's going to do it or not. Probably is. It's going to come back up and then back down. But markets could actually just do anything that they want. It's had some nice rejection, which is good to see. So there are buyers in the market here. On the shorter term, looks like buyers are actually entering back into the market. Might be worth a buy on a little pullback after this indecision. Might come back down and retest it from the other side, and then after creating a high. That'd be an idea to look out for. Again, Euro USD is just about to break the EMA. This could be a turnaround for it or a continuation after a rejection. But this is what I'm in at the minute. This was manually placed. So I'm in profit in it in a little bit, which is actually kind of good. So there's me stop loss, take profit. Might even put the take profit a little bit higher. But I was only going for a short scalp this morning because I ain't going to be in. I'm not going to be in for much longer. So I'm hoping this actually gets a little push up. I might actually just take it just underneath this break structure, just in case it gets a little boost during London. Seems to be moving pretty well now. I got in a little bit late on this one because I saw it a little bit late. I've been in a couple of other trades that paid off. Did actually enter into a few more. They weren't actually doing so well, so I got out of them reasonably cheap instead of hitting full stop loss. So I controlled the losses on them, and the buys pretty much covered what there was. So gold has been going up for quite a while. I don't know whether it's to actually jump back in at some point today. So this is gold. We've had the leg up. pretty much there. Do you reckon it will, or do you reckon it'll bounce? Let's have a little punt at that. We've tried it, we rejected it. Would have been a little bit better to have got in on the first candle instead of the second. Well, the second did actually close higher, so it's a little bit more of a confirmation that it's probably going to carry on going up straight after this pullback. It's kind of a deep one. Should have waited for that one. I didn't think that was going to happen. But we'll see what happens with that. There's a nice rejection now, so I don't even think that that's even going to get to where it was where I wanted it to be. But it might. It's actually in a bit of a predicament area with these lows. So waiting until it actually got above these lows would have been a little bit preferable, but I just thought I'd do something. Thought I'd do something and have something on for this morning. It's actually pushing up. So it's been good now. We've had a little sell-off and we're all buying up again. Gold's going back up again, so that's good. As you can see, as soon as we get onto the higher high, the bot's planning to enter a sell. So it's wanting to sell primed, waiting for the actual trigger for it to actually see the reversal, so it can come and enter into a sell. This is what I was using to catch this down leg. And this down leg. And it goes, might not. What time is it? So we're gonna get out of that and we'll see when the robot is actually planning on selling, because I don't want to be in a buy while it's planning to sell. So that was a nice little quick scalp. Didn't get me much, but it was a little bit. Back to gold. I know that's chopping around again now. So gold's a little bit indecisive at this point, which is London Open, so it's the norm really. So what I want to actually see now is my take profit getting it, but I want it to come up. I'd probably close it anyway around about here. But I'm looking to probably see now that it's probably, because it's opening up lower, it may actually come back and test here. If not, give up altogether and actually come back down and test the bottoms of here, which has actually created another resistance area, support area, sorry. I got it right earlier on and now I'm starting again reverting. I got too much on my mind this week. This week is going to be crazy for me. So again, don't forget to like and get yourself in the into the Discord. I'll probably be there this afternoon, maybe trading live. I don't know who's going to be trading live. I don't know if Scott's actually going to be with us this morning. He had some stuff to deal with himself. I think that he got that sorted yesterday. So I think that he's planned. To be on Thursday. And in the Wells trades, good morning, mate. How are you? I don't know how much of this you've caught, but I'm on the back foot on the markets this morning. I just took a little a win on AUD USD, which was good. I entered this gold trade not so long ago, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I entered the market, it starts getting choppy again. I did actually catch some of this leg up, which was all right. Not in this account, but I caught the leg up. So what I'm expecting now is this to actually fail and take my stop loss after being so good to me this morning, which is probably going to be about right. You're going to win some and then you're going to actually give some back. As long as it's in this account, I'm not really that bothered. You've got anything on this morning? You're looking at anything? I know you've got like a little decent setup for the scalps that actually pay off for you. Is anything setting up with them? Is it long or is it short? I'm not convinced now that this is actually going to work out. Hopefully it's just a minor reaction in the market. Other than that, it probably will. So again, that's what I've been looking at this morning. That's what I've been doing this morning, a little bit earlier on. And then I fell asleep because I've been trading most of the night. Asia hasn't actually been that bad. During the night, that's why I decided to stay up. I get the conditions when I take them, or the opportunities, take the opportunities when they arise. So that was me pretty much done for the day now. This could actually come back and test this, which it is doing now, but it could actually come back into the box and go straight up. That's if it doesn't actually want to come back down. We had a sell-off here. We want a major sell-off to be able to call it something great, but we had a sell-off. Buyers have stepped in again and took it further up. Now we've got even more sort of sellers coming into the market, so we're getting selling pressure coming in from up here. So if this is the 1 minute, this is the 1 minute. So we won't even know where it's coming from. Thought we was pushing above here now. So I thought that it might actually come a little bit deeper, come back, use this, and then carry on. Probably not. I did think it'd come a little bit higher though, because we are on a higher frame chop zone. This is why I was trading the lower time frame. Even on the lower time frames coming down, it's actually about right. The time frame that I normally trade, it's actually getting a rejection from that area, which I did actually say on the minute was this area here. But I thought that it might actually go a little bit higher. We've changed, and I've just been took out. This could be the reversal, so I'll probably get chopped up if I tried it now, which I might. So we see, I haven't actually got this one this on yet. So we'll go for another one. I'm not going to take it all the way down here, unless I forget. So it has broke them lows that it created. May come back down to about here. Let's see what happens. Why not? Might even have it a little bit higher, because I think that's still even a little bit low. But getting preoccupied this morning, and I haven't really got my head into the markets just yet. That comes a little bit later on. I normally set up something or look for it the night before, especially from coming into the new week. It gives me a little bit of time to scan the markets over the weekend, close, pick my areas, pick the best spots, map it out as good as I possibly can do, and then hope that I actually remember about the time frames and the actual ones that I've got set up, and not get distracted looking at other things, as well as getting some of these bots done now. I've got them all in a folder. I got asked the other day how many I actually had, and how many is close to getting done. Now I did actually say that I had about 4 or 5. That actually wasn't the case. The projects that I've actually been working on, now I've actually sorted them out last night as well, because that took some doing, and that's the wrong folder too. So I listed them all, named them, and there's about 15, and I said 3 or 4. Felt like I was working on 3 or 4, but yeah, that was a shock when I was actually coming and sorting them out. So I thought, oh, what are these? And I put them all in. It's like that. It'll drop again, but not really staying into the market for too long for today. So if there's anything that you're looking at, let us know. Join the Discord and let everybody know in the Discord what you're planning on selling, what you're looking at, what you're buying. This is a little bit in the middle actually. It's choppy as hell. This is oil on the 4-minute time frame. Other time frames are going to look a little bit better. I think that we may even come down and test this. Gold is coming down. Oil is coming down, but on that time frame, it's just maybe going to turn a little bit. This is what I mean about the news. I don't know what's going on with the situation with America and Iran. So I'm hoping something will cool off between them, and then it actually comes back down. So it'd be a nice little drop if it came back down to about $80-90 a barrel, and about this level. It's bottom weekly marker. So we've got 3 to look at. We're actually on 1 now, which has actually broke. Second one is actually nicely placed at support. So whether we are actually going to come down after trying to make a new high, we all have to just watch the situation with America and Iran, see if they can actually come up with a peace deal which will actually cool off the situation and make oil just a little bit cheaper and easier to get. Therefore, it should actually reflect back in the pumps. So yeah, that's the markets this morning. They're pretty indecisive. US 500 looks like it's trying to make another little push back up. Might get in for another little scalp on that. We'll see what this 4-minute candle does. May actually break it. May actually come and try and trick us again. Not the normal time frame. It has actually rejected. This is the normal time frame, so we probably would be getting into a sell. That's if it didn't actually turn and go further up. But in that one, I'm kind of well lit. For making my mind up whether I was actually going to be joining in or not with this one. It's not really good when the bands are indecisive and the regime's mixed. But we have actually took a bounce, not close enough, but the wicks, the rejection wicks are pretty okay. So that's why it's looking a little bit indecisive in the market on the lower time frames. We've had some good rejections, but it has started to come back down and it's started to recover again. But it has touched this weekly resistance level and we've started to reject from it. So at the minute, shorts are probably more on the cards, but then when you go down the lower time frames, continuation long. Whether it actually it bounces from any support area, could actually break, change colour like this is a little indecision in the market, come back down just that little bit further just to tease and then shoot off again to the upside, or at least that's what the lower time frames are suggesting. Higher time frames are suggesting that we are going lower. So as you can see, it is trying to break. It is trying to break free. But it just hasn't managed to do that just yet. So on the higher time frame, there's a rejection wick. So we created this equal high within this area. So this is an imbalance. Decision in the market whether we're actually going to go straight through or not. Do you know what? I'm going to, based on this, I'm going to do another little scalp just to actually do something. I didn't actually size that correctly. This really is going to be a little scalp. That was silly. Sized for a different market. Well, that one very good. I should have gone in with a full lot. Bully State aren't going to lose much an eye. Probably going to be in much longer to actually keep an eye on the trade. But the minute I'm 9p down, which is kind of acceptable. It's going the right way actually. So let's go back to that. We have actually confirmed the break on the lower time frame. But this is what happens on my time frames that you trade. breaks the bands, confirms the sell. Actually gives you the stop loss level, but I'm on a higher time frame, so I actually put the stop loss in an area that I thought that probably might not get it. It wasn't high enough, not on the lower time frames anyway. But the lower time frame actually gives you a structural support area for the stop loss, which sometimes is a little bit of an overkill. Hopefully I am going the right way. Should actually make it a little bit more worth it. That's not a little bit more worth it, but never mind. Still may even come up and take us out, but we're still not going to lose much. That's if it is a bounce. Probably get out round about here. For real, just monitor it coming down. I'm trying to keep it reasonably tight this morning. I haven't really got much time for the markets today, apart from maybe this afternoon when I get back in. I might be trading live in the Discord. So I might be trading live in the Discord with somebody. Don't know who that somebody might be yet. Hopefully someone will turn up. We got in the MGN. Good morning, mate. Hope you're well this morning. As you can see, MGN, I'm a little bit preoccupied. So the markets aren't really doing much for me this morning. I actually got into a gold buy, which was pretty good. I think that was me pretty much wrapped up for the day. I've just entered this short on US 500. I was just in another short. I knew it would consolidate, and a little indecision to whether it's going back up or not. I was in a little short from here. I took out, and I was also in a long, which was also another good take out, because I was also in a long on AUUSD. But it's actually primed and getting ready to sell, so we have to wait until that's done before we can actually make another decision by ourselves, because that's going to take up the decision for me to whether I'm actually going to have another size and another go on here. Crude oil again, it's actually started to go back up. Whether it's going to actually break again and actually continue, I don't know, because it's looking kind of choppy. I reckon we're going to chop around maybe for a few days. I don't know what the news is like. Could actually just hit this as a support. I mean resistance. Treat it as resistance and come lower through the weekly area. If it does, then you're probably looking at one weekly area to another, which is 233 pips, which actually won't be too bad. Then it'll be another test of that. If it's actually just going to chop around here and actually create a bounce to the other support area, that's 260 pips. So it's 260 to the next and 233 down to the bottom. What's 233? Yeah, it was 233. So either way, we're actually in the middle. So really, we shouldn't be actually trading this area. That's probably why it's flashing red and green. It's probably warning that the market's still now in an indecision area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get today over. I'm going to get today over with. I'm going to come back with fresh markets all marked out for tomorrow. I'll show you the levels that I'm at, show you the levels that I'm looking at, and yeah, well, hopefully we're going to actually get get into a longer trade for the rest of the week. So with that being said, don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, get yourself in the Discord. Yeah, I know the feeling. I definitely know the feeling. And being preoccupied and you can't keep your mind on a single thing. With what you've going on, I bet your head's like a jigsaw, and you're just trying to put all the pieces together a little bit like I am at the minute. So it is kind of mad. So to MGN and in the walls for this morning, I'm gonna leave it there. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and get yourself in the Discord. And I'll see you tomorrow with probably a better chat up, markup than I've actually got on for today, and we'll actually get into a decent trade with a decent loss as. Right.